All right, welcome back to WWTA News. I've got some news to share with you. Before I do, could I get you to hit that like button? That's right, hit that like button. I want more people to see this stuff. Also, if you got any family, friends, or loved ones who you think could use this information, please feel free to share it to them so that they can see what you see, understand what you understand, and move how you move as you make your moves in the future. All right. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's get this party started. An article was shared from a good friend of mine, and I'm going to share it with you all because when I was reading, I said, well, we knew that was coming, but nonetheless, that's great news. So let's dig into this article. So the article is from The Verge. It says AMC is now letting you buy movie tickets with Dogecoin. Dogecoin, yes, we talk about Dogecoin a lot, right? The dog coin. We talk about that a lot, and it's making moves. We also we talked about last year how this was going to be used in stores through the Verifone machine. And just like what's this other one? Shiba Inu, no difference, and they're going to be used. So now we're getting more confirmation on that. So let's get into this article. It says AMC Theaters app will now let you buy tickets and concessions using Dogecoin and Shiba Inu. The company's CEO Adam Aaron announced via Twitter on Friday. The company added support for the cryptocurrencies through a BitPay integration after saying in November that it was exploring how to accept coins. We remember those articles. We read those articles, didn't we? So, AMC, they have an app. I've downloaded the app just to peek around and see how these things work. I haven't messed with it enough, so I'm going to keep messing with it till I figure it out. Because I do want to see that in action. So they do have an app. I don't know how to exactly use it at this point to do this, but they do have an app. You can pull it out of the app market. It says here, continuing, paying for popcorn and tickets using Doge is relatively simple. You go through the normal process for selecting your seat and adding any concessions you want. Then select BitPay as your payment method. From there, you can connect your crypto wallet. It supports a ton of them, including Coinbase, or get an address where you can send your chosen cryptocurrency to complete the purchase. As I was writing this mate knee screening of Sonic 2 and a large popcorn drink combo cost 213 Dogecoin, 1,204,739 Shiba Inu coins. This is very interesting. This is very interesting, I'll tell you. This is definitely interesting. Please pay attention. See what's happening here. What's happening here is they're making it easy so that it can become normalized for you to use actual currency, not bonds or securities, because we know that dollars are securities and bonds. So now we're talking about them making it easier for you to use currency, real currency, to make payments for things, right? And we know what once we make the exchange, I'm indebted to you, right, for the payment of that which you exchanged to me. And so I'm not gonna get long winded, but I'm just try to simplify this. I go to AMC. I pay for some tickets, some popcorn, and a drink. Now, when I order that, excuse me, I order it. They want payment. Now, what's used for payment of, what's accepted truly for payment of any debts? Because at this point, once they give me the popcorn, the soda, and the movie ticket, I'm indebted to them. So, what do we actually know is used, accepted, truly accepted for payment of any debt? Right. Anybody? That's right. That's right. Gold and silver, right? So those coins, right, are accepted for payment. So at this point, what are you saying about Dogecoin and Shiba, right? Once you accept them for payment of a debt, which would be the tickets, the popcorn, and the soda, then would they not be the equivalent to something as a currency like a gold and silver? Because we know bonds are securities. We know that when I pull out, let's say I pull out $15, right? That $15 is a security. It's in contract to pay off that debt, right? So normally when you go into AMC or something, you say, all right, you make your payment, you slide your debit card. Your debit card is going to transfer these bonds or these bank notes, these treasury notes, which are IOUs. So it transfers these IOU notes over to the business. In this case, it's AMC. Then they hold it till they turn it in for its trade of value, which the SEC is going to pay, not the SEC, excuse me, the Treasury is going to have to make right that debt because they're the ones, the Treasury, are responsible for the debt. Woo! Right? And government, of course. So then we see clearly how the potential of this statement alone, AMC is accepting Dogecoin. I mean, they was accepting Bitcoin and Ethereum, but to say they're accepting Doge and Shiba, you got to see how big this stuff is because in the grand scheme of things, it's really pushing that promissory note, which has no value. It's debt. It's just debt. Do you think that the Treasury wants to have this much debt on its books? That it can't get this debt off its books? That's crazy. Do you think they might want to get rid of that debt for actual currency that has true value? I kind of think they would want to do that. You know what I'm saying? And maybe I'm crazy. I don't know. I could be crazy. Maybe I'm crazy, man. But to me, it's like, nah, I really think they don't want the Treasury, even though they're the authenticators of it. It's overly inflated and it really has no value, and that's why we're kind of seeing the inflation numbers as high as they are right now. So I don't think the Treasury really want that bond or that Treasury note. I kind of think they would want something else. You know what I'm saying? But let's continue. We've got more here. A tweet from Adam Aaron. It says, exactly as promised, the AMC mobile app for AMC's U.S. theaters now accept online payments using Dogecoin, Shiba Inu, and other cryptocurrencies. Thanks to BitPay, also Apple Pay, Google Pay, and PayPal. To do so, you first will need to update to the latest version of our app. So if I'm hearing this correctly from Adam Aaron, um, Apple Pay can do it, Google Pay can do it, and PayPal can do it. I have not tested this stuff. I'm just looking at the tweet, just like you're looking at the tweet, and that's what I'm thinking. So, I don't know. But let's continue. All right, so it says BitPay also supports cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin and Ethereum, but AMC has let moviegoers buy tickets with those for a few months now through PayPal. Given what other organizations like Wikipedia have said about how many people actually end up paying with crypto, it seems unlikely that this integration will end up being a goldmine for AMC. It's always possible the meme stock crowd could be really into it, but even Tesla stopped selling cars using Bitcoin after just over a month, citing environmental concerns. So I wouldn't hold my breath, but hey, maybe it'll work out better than investing in a literal gold mine, something AMC actually did in a move one analyst called embarrassingly stupid. So now they're talking smack. You're talking smack in the article, and you're not going to like what's coming down the road, okay? So let me just clear this up one more time. The money that we carry in our pockets, these greenbacks, are treasury notes. They're IOU notes. That's what the treasury has to use to keep a balance on its books to pay its debt. Who has to pay its debt? That's right, citizens, okay? Citizens, oh my God, I'm really going to drive this one home. Some people might not like this, but a servant has an employer. And I know these terms sound really ugly, but these are original terms, right? When we go back and look at these older terms that people throw out because they don't like the feeling and connotation they get from it, so they want a new term. I'm an employee. No, you're a servant. You're a servant because you're serving a business, a company, an employer. Take your pick. You're serving. Now, a servant, look, a server at a restaurant, right? Oh, no, this is a pretty great term. This is a good, right? It's a servant. Now, what is a servant? It's no different than a slave. It's no different. It's really no different than a slave. It's no different. And maybe we'll have to do a video where we break this stuff down and get to it. But at this point in time, it's we're serving a master, and the master is the house, the United States. The United States has corporations that it has been serving. Okay, so as taxpayers, We go out and work or employ ourselves as servants for an employer or slave ourselves to a company so that we can get treasury notes, right, for IOUs. So this American dream is living on credit, living on IOUs. Thank you for letting me have something and allow me to work myself or serve or slave myself out for a time to pay this stuff off. In the older crowd, they usually figure this out just like as you go into older age, you figure it out. Oh my goodness, I've been slaving myself. I want to be free. The younger groups, I think even up in the 30, don't really see the big picture because you can't imagine, especially the way the definitions for terms keep changing every so many years. The words, the wordplay, the come on, you know the term I'm looking for. It's it doesn't matter. As the definitions change, as the words quote unquote change, you know what I'm saying? They're originally the same meanings, but because we speak stuff and give it new definitions, it's like now we think that that's the definition and it's not. There is an original definition. You should really look into the etymology dictionary and you see this clearly. But because we do these things, we don't realize that you're a slave or a servant or an employee to a bigger business model. So, and it's be a long-winded thing to get into. I'll just leave it at this. The Treasury has the Treasury note. That's how they keep record of all the debts, right? Now, with all those debts, taxpayers, which we are the taxpayers, we're liable for all that debt. So when you look at the total United States debt, it is literally all companies, businesses, and persons, right? Right now, it's humans. You have human beings that are responsible, just like you have legal persons. Natural persons and legal persons are responsible for this stuff because the natural persons signed contracts for these different things. And it's conducting business with this business model and this business system. So yes, we're all responsible for this stuff, and so it's essentially us slaving ourselves out. And so when we look at what's coming with this new system, it's actually a currency. It's an actual value, something that can be traded for its value, and it's not an IOU note. Okay, so I don't think the Treasury wants the IOU note. Why would they want that? You know what I'm saying? That's saying we want debt. That system has failed. You hear a lot of people talking about it. I'm talking about it now. That system, the debt system, has failed, right? You had petroleum for a while. Everything was based on petroleum, right? That failed. Everybody has petroleum now. Just think about every country, every landmass has petroleum, and they all know how to mine it out. They know how to get it. You know what I'm saying? So that's crazy. You can't really use that. We know that the gold standard Ben came off that, right? So, that's not being used. I know Putin's trying to revitalize that. I know before him, was it Gaddafi tried to use that system? We know what happened with that. It is what it is. But when you look at the big picture, this system has failed. We're still holding on to it. If you ask me, I look at it and say, wow, there's a lot of inflation going on. And they tell you, oh no, it's this, that, and the other causing that, and this, that, and the other causing that. Well, no, not really. If you ask me to look at this and say, well, you have really cut these dollars so many times and loaned them out because that's what the system is. It's a debt system, right? So you have loaned out so much money that you don't have that you're indebted a whole lot of money, which makes your money worthless. So this is what we're looking at: inflation. Inflation. So I'm going to close with this. We're looking at inflation. That's all this stuff is. The currency, well, it is no currency. It's an IOU note. It's record keeping for debt. So this debt system, the debt tokens or the debt notes that you're holding, those things are worthless because it's just debt. There's nothing behind it. There's no value behind it. What if all the people decide they don't want to work anymore and pay taxes, right? What are you going to do? Enslave them all like with force? What do you do? So, and then it's like you've overinflated it so much it's worthless to anybody else. So that system is done and over with. The only thing that's left is digital currencies, digital cash. And because those things are accepted because they're made in existence a certain amount that cannot be inflated. And this is where blockchain is tried and true and has proven itself. So yes, that got long winded. I just wanted to share just wanted to share about AMC and what they're doing and how that's important. And so it's so much information. I'm going to be making videos for a while because it's a lot of stuff that we should really talk about. And I feel like I can use this channel to just talk about these different things. So yeah, AMC is accepting actual currency, and so you have the ability to use that. Do you want to go use it now? You probably can. You probably should use your Dogecoin. You know what I'm saying? We got Satoshis on the Lightning Network coming pretty soon, so I'm sure you'll be spending those too. But the more and more we do this, and the more and more people come on board and start using this stuff, the more value is going to increase because it's limited amounts of this stuff. And as more people grab hold with this limited amount, the value has to increase because of supply and demand. That's pretty much how I see it, and I could be wrong. I highly doubt that I'm wrong, but it's really supply and demand. It's not like the treasury notes where they're just printing more IOU notes because they know they've got more money they need to pay back. No, this is actual currency that's pre-existent and has so many of it that exist, which gives its value. So anyways, I'm going to close with that. Oh, lordy, 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 did you make a long enough video? I mean, really. I could have been longer. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you gained something from this. If you did, you can post in the comments below. I would definitely like it if you hit the like button. I would appreciate that so much. And also, if you have any family, friends, and loved ones that you think could use this information, feel free to share this video with them. Get the conversation started. Move your family in a better direction. Start looking for the future because big things are happening around you 24/7. You just might not be paying attention to it. It's happening nonetheless. And I'll catch you all in the next video.